much. Thank you.
No, so we really can raise it. It's not a result.
Well, thank you very much. We've taken notice that the MPP has started using the media houses to churn wrong information. And we are on fake news. We are aware that some of these media houses are calling the elections for Nana Akufo-Addo. If there's anybody who has reason to jubilate, it is the NDC support base. And so we are urging our people that they have every reason to jubilate, because they know that we have one majority in parliament. And because of that, that positions us to select the speaker, committee chairman, and so on. And we know nobody can run this country without a majority in parliament. And so we must send a strong caution to the government's attempt to use the military. In fact, the military have no role to play as the first instance in any electoral matters. We are aware that in Techiman, the military have been deployed to a collation center. Shooting has happened, and 2 people have been confirmed dead now, and 7 others are in hospital. This is an attempt to change the results. Indeed, the Electoral Commission has never pronounced
ATV Ghana, your world of quality entertainment. Are you ready to walk down the aisle with a special person? Then rush to Happy FM and pick up your form for the 2021 edition of the Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding for only 500 Ghana cedis. Yes, this registration is all you need to make your dream wedding come true. Your wedding gowns, your suit, your honeymoon package are all catered for. This is too good to be true. Pick up your registration form before the end of January 2021. Call 020-2222-069 or 0244-257667. Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. What God has put together.
In hospital, this is an attempt to change the results. Indeed, the Electoral Commission at Techiman has never pronounced. But let's call on the Electoral Commission. We are happy that they've decided to shift their own timelines, because we told them that it was not going to be possible for you to declare the results of this election 24 hours after the election. As we sit now, collation hasn't gone anywhere. Constituencies are still doing collation. Our agents in the EC strong room are relaying information to us. So we don't think that let us keep our fingers crossed and hope that Electoral Commission will do the needful to save the peace and integrity of this country. Thank you very much.
Let no man put asunder.
Healthy, unbiased, diverse, comprehensive, and factual. These are the attributes I believe you look out for when it comes to current affairs shows in this country. But do you get served that? Your response? I leave with you. But you do agree with me, it is these attributes that help shape the national conversation and help build the strong institutions we look out for. Fact sheets, a new current affairs show.
Signing, but you do for you. You do for this particular.
Ghana musician, Bemi Cholo Lononi. Mi odeka, na mi akonu ji fafada. Akodada, no nya exo. mutani de wasuna bauta ala kasanga ya mwakisu bafo da hutu wachi bu ala set balawo kajemi ushiki fon gobe shibo mtu yole sodo muye Liberia Sierra Leone Angola Rwanda Kenya Zimbabwe Sudan Ivory Coast Okomofra Namibia Okomofra Namibia Ghana Yetra Odom
Patiasam, Anyan Tokwasam, Patiasami, Anyamanson,
Pati Muntakantokwa, Amo may be so this year, I go young be cross.
Oh, hi. Pati Muntakantokwa, Amo the Baba, Akoda baby basa.
Dana mai aye bejania kotogo ana
Baby, oh, the
Ivory Coast Burkina Faso ana say
Ghana,
Yetra Odom
Adona,
Asomia yeye
Kabina make kama mwe Eya jenchira eti sabato bedusa Pako probote kasana ya sikai Marima hani hima Perini himofro Yachicha wasani honei Abudisemgi Firidai Na ye frigo matokwa Pati sembi baye
Still on break up. Hey, the group yankadi. So my betting kunima. Akone nima. Nejna nkabom so enyeno. Warriors. Senkabom so beye juma. Achise yehunu se party A, party B. Yenyina e Ghana for. Abatuwe. Yentuno domu.
Any mudicho, any betuma, every rock on mom wed. Gana Jiwuli, Gana Jimini, any bell on a quawe, any bell on a quawe, any bell on a quawe, Gana Jiwuli.
Chira wajina mincha mwajin chasa ya tamfo. Sobi wapati gini pati chasa ya tamfo. Umaye nina mo yatina wadani asunjiemu. Nagana funny to my preference. There are no tea, gana man
Wabe manko ya yekupala Jagana pe Tamo boni wofi oleta Yeah, wake binche Ke eko mefemo Aya foko shikine Koni wabure dole ni wanane ya faba Dakecha
Ghana Yetra Odom Asomia yeye
Emanti ene mabawa Mumie masuna mutia power So man you be yen tokwa Mini wumie you have the power so let's keep the peace. No party beef. Want to once see you super cruelty. Divided we fall, united we stand. God bless Ghana.
Hey, me want on my Ghana to Miss Travel Papa, my infant to Chacha. I have some get a fata timunya, Tokwana Munya, and your fata from my inchuma. Yakuya, I will sell ye bunya. Rockstar, young phantom was here, Ado, and come to Abayo. Someone, yeah, oh man, yeah. Young vagina, fireball to be. Abana eba tunyantoka. Yes, I'm my ina Mama ya no da ya. Ganambe. Ya wasunje my sano. About 20. Urusaya diana. Jenny when you trinuma. Sika jiva shiamba. Intimu my no da ya.
Yenyi baby arako. Yezanye Ghana, iti wama yamfodo, asumidi entu abeya.
Neke yomine gokwenone, keje na motu utaba molo, keo nyemikwe ni ngasayo, moye nyuke masi, moye Nigeria, wabekre ne jamasane batowo, yekongane wako wahe, semo unke hanwose.
Inti ya pasue.
Say yes, any J and or to Palco, as some Gukuma, the busy or door is bad.
Quite the power, so let's keep the peace. No party beef. Want to once see you super cruelty. Divided we fall, united we stand. God bless Ghana.
Hey, me want on my Ghana to Miss Travel Papa, my infant to Chacha. I have some get up.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me thank the media for responding to our call at such short notice. And to thank the people of Ghana for what has been an exciting election. I want to state categorically and firmly that I've not congratulated any person. No attempt should be made to steal this election. We will resist it. We thank the Ghanaian people for the confidence they've expressed in us. It's clear the Ghanaian people want a change in this country. Ghanaians are tired of Akufo-Addo and his government. We thank the electorate for giving us a working majority in Parliament, 140 seats in Parliament, which is a majority, and no attempt should be made to subvert that. I've looked at the results we've collated so far, and I'm excited, I'm happy with the results, and we've won in 10 regions out of 16, and the Ghanaian people have expressed confidence in us. We would resist any attempt to subvert the will of the people. Some of what is happening is unacceptable, and Nana Akufo-Addo continues to show credentials that are very undemocratic. You cannot use the military to try and overturn some of the results in constituencies that we have won. And so we will resist any attempt to subvert the sovereign will of the Ghanaian people. The right thing must be done. We've collated our results, and we thank the Ghanaian people for the confidence they have in us. And we will give further details later. But we thank you very much, and our people should remain calm as we wait for the final verdict. But we are happy that Ghanaians have voted for change. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. We've taken notice that the MPP has started using the media houses to churn wrong information. And we have, on fake news, we are aware that some of these media houses are calling the elections for Nana Akufo-Addo. If there's anybody who has reason to jubilate, it is the NDC support base. And so we are urging our people that they have every reason to jubilate, because they know that we have won majority in parliament, and because of that positions us to select the speaker, the committee chairman, and so on. And we know nobody can run this country without the majority in parliament. And so we must send a strong caution to the government's attempt to use the military. In fact, the military have no role to play as the first instance in any electoral matters. We are aware that in Techiman, the military have been deployed to a collation center. Shooting has happened, and 2 people have been confirmed dead now, and 7 others are in hospital. This is an attempt to change the results. Indeed, the Electoral Commission at Techiman has never pronounced very much, but let's call on the Electoral Commission. We are happy that they've decided to shift their own timelines, because we told them that it was not going to be possible for you to declare the results of these elections 24 hours after the elections. As we sit now, collation hasn't gone anywhere. Constituencies are still doing collation. Our agents in the EC strong room are relaying information to us. So we don't think that any credible results can be declared before tomorrow. And so let us keep our fingers crossed and hope that Electoral Commission will do the needful to save the peace and integrity of this country. Thank you very much.
This is the GMABC election camp, and once again, good evening to you and welcome to our exclusive coverage of election 2020. Today is day 2 after polls were closed yesterday at 5 p.m. The Electoral Commission of Ghana is still yet to confirm what time they will be declaring the results for the presidential and parliamentary election. As we speak, former President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, just finished a press conference in his residence in Cantonment, and he had a few things to say about the process so far. Let me quickly take you through exactly what John Dramani Mahama said a few minutes ago. And John Dramani Mahama said, Sisi ano sena niema ekono obedaga na fuase se omoma no exciting election na sisi ane de categorically and emphatically no nsema epiepie se wa fe omampanyin Nana Danko Akufo-Addo amane congratulations no enye no credit categorically and emphatically no o say on frere obia na there should be no attempt to steal ma obia anya na adwen se obewia bibia mo na o say as we speak, no NDC our working majority of 150 MPs and no Parliament next year. when parliament is reconstituted. Now, I say Abatono and Ontimema Mosa 140 seats now. NDC winning from 275 constituencies. No, now Opache say if anybody say or bet to me as subverted the will of the people, and now bet to me as a sasa Abato we any result abanidia and yadia omobe peneso. He went on to say the results are more quality over the last few hours. No, he's happy with it and in year pass result abano sa ena aba ama omo now I say Odagana for us say omo the confidence I share in the NDC omo tumi akọ to the polls omo man overwhelming endorsement again no I say mane obemeki Ghanaians aware say any attempt be omo be to change the will of the people no it will be resisted. Any plan we are say or more per se almost sesa nkofono adwin ana she share course on December 7 no omo ready say omo be accept. Now I say on mampanyin na do danko Akufo-Addo or you say unacceptable methods and means are all used to they are subverting the will of the people no undemocratic or so you see undemocratic means na the upper channel say to me you see military and fancy sa abattoir results no or say no and some was some constituencies are NDC winning one no into enya dia NDC budget sa insensem no atum or say as and when further information ebeba no on be make sure say begu akwamu na obia ate sena nema no eko nti we nsema John Dramani Mahama former president of the Republic of Ghana and flag bearer Emma NDC no or the tuja a few minutes ago e won fie e wo cantonment owie na general secretary of the party Johnson Asiedu Nketia General Mosquito ono so edin sembi tuja o say sena nema eko no otumi hu say media no NPP AUC media no to churn out fake news na o say figures bi a omo hu no nya figures eye ade a correct. These are not correct figures aba na media no na omo use omo the propagate sa insem na enya no kre na otoaso eka say ohwe sena nema eko na say support base bi wo ho a say omo to me jubilate a NDC support base they should be jubilating because omo na victory no akọ ama omo enti osanso e catch omo say majority in parliament there ade set in say NDC na omo tumi secure some majority in parliament no okoso e ka say nema bi e koso e wo Techiman and on the show this afternoon yenya report from Techiman South say nema e koso e wo collation center bi because military abegu ho a shooting incidents akoso as okasa no o say nkofo mienu na omo ewu na 7 there omo hospital or say any attempt omo here to use the military to subvert the will of the people so omo be sesa aba no enya dia omo NDC no onbeji atum na we nsema e course we ho but masamba akoso John Mahama e kai a mamenkai etiefo say or say we win 10 out of 16 regions now yere to aba no enti eno eputino in a position na ono na abato no declaration ne ba ono na ese otumi ewi ni enti we nyina nsema a course so NDC omo press conference omo here a few minutes ago and as we speak no results ne there the results continue to trickle in because Osha Sena Jumedian Ekone there results no ba na eba. But before you about to ask no yanko NPP headquarters jubilation hu sema ye ka hu asem no oko NPP headquarters mama for e wo ho mu jubilate a NDC nyum ene nema mo bo mo de jubilate wo NPP headquarters no ye be mo enti yatumi ekotwa footage kaka ebretiefo ene ahwefo miehwe de ekoso na enti de ekoso e wo NPP headquarters as we speak now. or NPP headquarters and Yadebramo, which means thousands of people, scores of people, Agadawa, jubilations, no Koso, and anticipation for declaration of victory. Emma NPP, Abatwa, Koso, and Ranum. The results continue to come in thick and fast. And Osha results at Daminima, more results from Bono region, more parliamentary and presidential from Bono region, more Ashanti region. So, parliamentary results are Abano so far. Omo winning seat Ashanti regional and then Abe coming same but Greater Accra regional one seat say yet because results no in a few hours ago but me and find to ja Emma it's here for mutie happy 98.9 FM and our share ETV Ghana and quickly Mayanko la Pon Katamanso a constituency na a NDC stronghold and Osha Sena over the years performance next year 96 2000 2004 2008 2012 2016 no NDC ekita sa seat no Joseph ni laye afote agbo ono na okita seat no at the end of 2016 polls no otumi etwa Solomon Tete appear some 541 votes to 27,001 votes. Now, after 4 terms in parliament, Joseph Nilai Afotiagbo decided say enya dia obe contest sa constituency ni biom. Enti Joseph Akwete Tete and original NDC ticket no so or contest his seat no. Now he went up against NPP candidate a friend of Hobson Adoye and NDC candidate NPP candidate are into the contest. Now, Osha presidential results appear every Ponkatamanso Aba. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo NPP 37,473. John Dramani Mahama 54,927. Christian Andrews Gum 817. Ivor Greenstreet 50. Ekuadonko 23. Henry Latte 5. Hassan Ariga 28. Kofi Akpalu 21. Apasera so enya 8. Bridget Jogbenuku enya 28. Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rollins 23. And Alfred Walker enya 20 votes. Na Osha Sena parliamentary no ekoye ne dia. Hobson Adoye NPP 39,546. 39,546. Joseph Akwete Tete onya 51,755 votes. Gum Masahudu Chief Moro also enya 1,033 votes. Na NDP Moro Isifu enya 271 votes and Alpha Isifu independent candidate enya 942 votes. Inti Osha parliamentary seat ni dia NDC etumi retain almost stronghold eye Pon Katamanso inti no and result about through iniminimia no developments bi so koso as far as Abatono is concerned because John Dumelo a defeated candidate Ayawaso West Wogon constituency na the intention to request for recount of ballots no abba na oshe letter odebaya letter no addressed to the district electoral officer Ayawaso West Wogon dated 8th December 2020. Heading they say request for ballot recount. I humbly write to your office seeking for a recount of all ballot boxes across the constituency. This is due to several irregularities that has been identified in some of the polling centers. One of such irregularities was swapping of my figures and that of the NPP candidates' figures at polling centers, counting on your usual cooperation. And no signed by John Seto Dumelo. Na letter we ena yensa etumi aka. But per the processes no. Once the election results are collated and I say almost sorting it out now almost certifying our polling station now I could do collation center not declaration na cost na John Dumelo has to use the legal option to seek recount and say to me court na court to me man is happening no and as it is no the request has been made but as to whether indeed the ballots can be counted near a court and the to me determine that particular situation no and when nyina fallout from Ayawaso West Wogon niema ekoso ewo ho na yetwa so a na Samuel Shen abeka mensa ye meneno ebetwetwe nkomo afa nsemba akomienu ho a akoso so far as we speak no the electoral commissioner Madam Jane Mensah, she's yet to confirm what time exactly EC and the results of the 2020 polls no ebetuja until we are still waiting with bated breath to know the final outcome of Abattoir Yakoye and Rano. Sami, a lot of issues have come up in the last few hours. EC failure to deliver election results and after 24 hours as they promised. Also, no, John Dramani Mahama has been speaking about Niema Akoso, and he's thrown a lot of emphasis on stealing of votes and stealing the mandates, and just say Abattoir na we win no as a 4% almost say Abattoir no, and he's been saying they'll resist it any attempt on 1% they'll resist it. He also spoke about military intimidation and Ekoso. General Mosquito Johnson and Seydou Nketia has also made the same calls, but they've called for their supporters to remain calm as we go through the processes no. And in Sema Akoso no, so far no, what's your take on Niemana Akoso so far, from the EC to John Mahama to other matters arising?
I don't say for the yeoman's job done so far. The coverage by the team, I mean, swapping, going back and forth, it's been an exciting journey. Some of us are already losing our voices, as viewers and listeners can see. But on the matter of the Electoral Commission, I think that we need to clarify a point, that it is not a failure of the Electoral Commission to deliver on the 24-hour promise they made. Now, they said that 24-hour statement they made was not cast in stone per the interview we had with them just yesterday. And it tells you, say, they have a vision, a mission to deliver the results within 24 hours if all things hold true in terms of ballot boxes being presented at collation centers and then nationally to them. If there are delays at the collation centers at the regional level, at the district level, at the polling station level, obviously it would affect the EC's ability to collate and also deliver within the 24 hours. And so that 24 hours promise they made was premised on the ability of their officers at the polling stations to deliver. And as you may know, there are times where in certain constituencies, some people may protest the results. In some constituencies, for instance, Lejikuku constituency like this, it was a long period of a drag. Not the people didn't know what to do. As to whether the ballot boxes be all these were issues that would obviously drag it. There are several other instances in other constituencies it would affect the ability of the Electoral Commission to meet that 24-hour timeline for. And a lot of people were expectant of the Electoral Commission meeting that 24-hour timeline because it would have eased the tension right now that is building up in the country at the moment. But how did we get here? I remember saying we were on the Happy Morning Show when that statement of the Electoral Commission came up, and we said that was it really necessary for them to have made a statement said within 24 hours they would be announcing the winner of the presidential elections. For me, the Constitution allows for them to use 48 hours, 72 hours to pronounce a winner. And so I don't understand why it was that imperative said they would have made that pronouncement, said within 24 hours they were going to announce that. Especially knowing how transmission of results can delay. Maybe you are a fax number they send it, if you are a WhatsApp, internet connectivity issues, and in SMP. And so that is why now we are where we are, where tension is building. But I must also say, sir, the conduct of the various political parties, the NDC and the NPP is not helping. At all. You see, the mandate of the Electoral Commission is to conduct an election and declare winners. And so if you have the NDC and the NPP both coming out to declare themselves winners in an election, they are being careful with pronouncements that they have won. They have been virtually emphatic about the parliamentary because that one is obvious to declare. But when it comes to the presidential, they are all saying that they are leading. One figures are one more, but their figures are not the figures of the Electoral Commission.
Absolutely.
And so the two political parties must hasten slowly when it comes to the pronouncements they are making with respect to our elections. We say no, it's not helping. The NDC comes out to say, we are winning 10 regions, this number, that number. By the time they are done, the NPP is also having a press conference telling us that what the NDC said was not true. The media is also trying very hard to stay in the middle to collate the figures as we are doing now for our viewers and our listeners.
Yeah.
But the supporters of these political parties have the tendency to believe what their political parties are saying more than what we, the media, would say. And so it's imperative that the political parties will tone down on the assertions they are making in respect of the numbers are one more churning out, you know. But really, have we gotten any numbers from the political parties?
Debbie.
No. The NDC holds a press conference and those Ghanaians say, per one more resource, the Go region, Abia Ashanti region, woman enya 4 seats, Abia Eastern region, woman enya 2 seats, Abia Volta region, woman enya 5 seats, Abia. But instead of giving us the 5 seats, no, the breakdown, Abia, Ketu South, we have these numbers, so that the people can cross-check with the information that the media is giving. That's not what is being done. No. You find the NPP as well, also on social media, saying so they have won the elections, the parliamentary. No, these things are building tensions in the country, and we don't need that. We all admit that the beginning of the process, no, was very smooth. It was very calm, and it's been very easy. Yeah. Why do we allow for a beautiful election which started so well to be marred by all the things we are seeing now? I was expecting, say, when the NDC addressed the press conference, the former president, who is the flag bearer of the NDC, when he addressed that press conference, at least they would have taken advantage of that opportunity to tell Ghanaians the numbers they have.
Yeah.
What I say? Now that he is done, remember, you mark it on the wall. In the next 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, the NPP is also going to have a press conference to tell us, say, what the NDC has come to say through their flag bearer, no, is not something we should believe.
Yes.
These are building tensions. You are showing footages of people who are jubilating. The next thing we'll hear is that there's been a clash between some supporters of the NPP and some supporters of the NDC.
We are hoping, say, Andrew, security services, no, they should be up and doing.
But it is the security services movement that the NDC is suspicious of presently. Yeah. Because when a pickup moves from this place to that place, there's suspicion.
Yeah.
Oh, and Omuye movement, and Omuye say. And that suspicion which started from even the time of the registration exercise is still being there.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't allow for the political parties to give the security agencies the benefit of the doubt that they are indeed conducting their business professionally. And so it makes the atmosphere very poisoned. And so, you know, this is where I expect that the NCC will come out. This is where I expect that the National Peace Council will come out.
Yeah.
This is where I expect that civil society organizations will come out. This is where I expect that religious institutions and organizations would come out to ease the tension that is building up.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not, there is tension that is building up in this country at the moment. With the way the two major political parties are conducting themselves through figures. And you see, as for the traditional media, it is not as, dangerous as social media. Go and see what is happening on social media.
Yeah, social media.
People are calling the elections on social media.
A lot of media houses have indeed attempted to call the elections.
And it doesn't augur well.
What the EC said.
Yes, and it doesn't augur well. So EC's hands behind them, and it becomes difficult for them to make a pronouncement because, for instance, if we are calling that, let's say, Party A or Party B is in the lead with, let's say, 53%.
The expectation is that the EC should give us...
It should tell a certain lie.
Absolutely.
And so it makes it difficult for the election. Now, look, I would not be surprised if, as we speak now, the EC has its figures. But they are weighing and watching what the media is saying to see whether what the media is projecting is in line with what they are about pronouncing.
Yeah.
Because if the EC comes to make a pronouncement now, the viewer, the listener, is going to watch ETV Ghana. What is ETV Ghana projecting?
Yeah.
what are the other media houses projecting? If it's at variance with what almost all the media houses are projecting, then the suspicion begins.
There's an agenda.
Exactly.
Yeah. But Sammy, at the press conference and media engagement, John Dramani Mahama, Johnson has here doing Ketia statements be, and I think on the show this afternoon we got our correspondent, I think Dada from Techiman South. If we can work the lines and bring him back onto the conversation. Okleme said there was a shooting incident at one of the coalition centers at Techiman South, and that's the constituency where Martin J. Mensah Kosa is standing for as MP. And I think there were issues with a particular polling station where the results were being contested. That was what resulted in shooting incident be a cause. And according to the reporter, from nowhere, the electoral officials, they just declared results. And they couldn't ask questions because after that declaration, it's your etoye. And they found it a bit strange. But if we can work the phone lines again and call back to Techiman South, we'll know exactly what is happening there. We hear there's very heavy military presence there because they had to avert trouble and not indeed, if you listen to General Secretary now, in Semna Okai, our reporter gave us a hint of a bit of which be a coso Techiman South. So I mean, we have to be vigilant. The security services have to be up and doing. And if you listen to John Dramani Mahama accusing the sitting president of using the military to attempt to change the will of the people, I know a bit of a very strong statement from former president. And so I think, sir, if indeed that is not what is happening, the president and I say the NPP must respond to this, and at least based on what they would say, the good people of Ghana would make their own decision. Because if they leave it like that now, you can imagine, say, tension because of Nema Ekoso. It's tense. If you drive around town now, you'd realize it's virtually quiet around almost every, because nobody knows what's coming up next. Nobody knows what's coming. One political party claiming say majority in parliament, another political party saying say no majority in parliament. One political party say no we're winning general elections. Another political party to say I've won 10 regions out of 16, so I am in the lead. There's a lot of tension in the system, apprehension. I think EC should do us a favor by just telling Ghanaians, say, look, at 10 p.m. or at 11 p.m. we will be ready. And Sammy, you made a point, sir. We asked the EC, say, how many hours never take you so by declare results? I remember Charlotte say in one of her press briefings, she was quite clear, say, between 48 to 72 hours, they were going to declare the national election results. And we all know what happened around that time. It even took longer for the results to be declared. And so we were asking, sir, why the rush to want to declare the results after 24 hours? Indeed, you could be extremely efficient to be able to deliver within 24 hours. But looking at the circumstances, and some of the circumstances, it's quite clear to us. Some polling station results, and to me, Andrew Collation Center, to me, some of these challenges, it was to be anticipated. What kind of systems and ECD go akwa or to me anticipated say indeed after 24 hours to me a declare results, and that seems to be a bit of a problem in my CCR. But results in the
before we move into the results, I think that we should speak to some of the issues that were raised by the former president. And if you gauged his body language well, you could see the carefulness with which he was speaking. You could see he was being careful with his choice of words as to what to say and what not to say. You could see he was struggling to find the words to use in order not to incite their followers to hit the streets. You could see that. That he was being extremely careful with his choice of words. That's not the John Mahama we know. And so I say that all these things that are being said, what's the end game? What's the end game? If every year, the person who is supposed to declare the elections is the Electoral Commission. On your declaration. I'm just getting some information. The NPP earlier had showed their strong room, and then the figures that they've collated so far from the various regions and constituencies. Yeah. And so I'm getting that information because earlier I made the assertion said the two political parties have not been giving us data in terms of what they have collated so far. But I'm being told that the NPP has collated, and they are giving us figures as to where they are.
To be fair, no, I think as I didn't pick that particular bit early. We even had the GMABC election team visit the NPP strong room.
Yeah.
And now Kwabna Kakari and Olidi is our team now. So the presentation was live on our election coverage. You know. Okay. So they took them through the processor. We'll go through right from the polling station to the collation center, how the information about my system into all of that but young court Techiman now Yane Dauda and Chichin Komo. Good evening, Dauda.
Good evening.
Mema Akwaba Eba happy 98.9 FM any ETV Ghana GMABC election coverage no so. Earlier on, Yachichin Komono, Oboso Eche, say, Techiman South constituency, no, na in Sembi Echo, so with regard to military presence, any shooting incident be a course. Can you confirm to us if any lives were lost and how many people have been hospitalized as a result of SAR in Semna Echo, so no?
So, me Joshua Hana, medicine so. I brought my reports, no, my what I said, and so 2019, and near Chianco. But yeah, now you did a moment crano. But me say, about what you have bedroom, Holy Family Hospital. I have the case here, I don't know what it's mine. Now, any move, honomono, amount for about them, honomono, say when you know, and say, omo amuhu nipa enko omo amuhu nko oponi bina abra bilichi ni post point to population center me bi kan wo nipa enwotwe 8
okay
na emu ba ko etoy abra ide du ayaresabia
okay
na emu emienu so doctor Poche say omo critical condition na me senka metimi awura mu na makakuhu mo maka say and campaign the yard they send it to me alcohol name or more confirm more no create will be a toy yeah we are no alcohol a year mortuary na apufro yeah or more council so or just say one the chuno eka one the name of critical santi I just say or more it was almost giant come and you and I make us more critical a year condition name Mama me kwanya man from nyam kwan kwase and also recording so mo I catch them so make me enemy edin komono ma chichi ma chem nemo no mama me recording nti the course no no kan ti nipa wo twi na etu no kan wo mo a ba ko de ni tani sami watu na nanu mo enchede.
Okay, Dada, quickly, for our viewers and listeners, Sisiano mo join the conversation, take us through exactly what happened at our collation center, and how the military got involved. Ekobane say shooting incident, so to me a course so
It must have a constituency, Oba is not only the largest constituency, even at the time when I read, Ebuman and Brown have from the woman capital is Nyandi, and the moment it must have some petching into a honomono, a banner election, and I say figure, once and some Jana, and one I can't, a free and run, your trouble, and everything, and now almost meeting our quality figures are almost from all the polling stations now. When we are man be car fencing police station be 4 and I said 90 na honomono and same eba ho akrantina so mu kwan am fa so eja kan ho na so mu ye film asem eba ho ne say na NDC for no chese sa police stations no mo ko no say omo ekwa koye observation no NP before amo mu kwan san say na omu se honomono NP before no ankasa omo stronghold and I say more strong grounds more preventive or more party agents now almost so every one about one by na we pink sheet and I say Kata Yana results mean now a Trogus were non woman at the coalition center. A process of a Kakabo NP form one and a querisance in this when you go to more any. Tina say, a one for pass and say, the come one in a NP points to say, that the come I rep woman, she was the come. And on and I come with Liberty and then you may. Amuti electoral commission any impanifa share party against Amuti and the name and for Yasan Nimi Ukuli but you say a rock of ban say Omunina just into Monsanto and competitive figures no for and the coalition no Muna Omuye Kobanza Fede I was say Omutimi a declared resource electoral commission or more officer AS will be declaring and say and this name before no more coalition center inside home or more corner so AS say oh yes Abambo Bono Echo Honoma Omotini Echo Yama Cam and I said Boko it's me your honor into the BBH no message so now share woman in your money just figure now electoral commission over the bond now they say Omunina or more editumu na central for you to say or my GMABC or more the woman say military phone be a coalition center Honoma among a friend central phone be a member saying I come home see Embrana or more for in Piansana or more abo resources meaning but there is everything in the military not Jihuna, their boss, any more than their mouth on Sarabunchi, go on more, did Nadia. Now, I was sitting in yes, sitting at any moon said, that project a year now, or the show figures in the Krakope figure with the toss, so I just say a final figure. No, she another toss on one essay. Ansan announced so now figure never what the data we start for police station the free one. Men on a comma NDC.
Okay.
In China, NDC says, Adia, a woman who can make this figures from police stations that come where they have the chance of and one person for more could come one essay. I don't know the son of a putting China to control precision of America. In Germany, they knew you could see a dinner in here and say, the figure, you have a talk, so we get some so I notice NDC for more get time. A ban NDC for Orgis or one play and you figure I say, Figano. Project and no
okay.
That's it. Some and Central for New Year, the kind actual, that's not a two parliamentary candidates, and maybe the country figure. I am not feeling upon the Tunja, then you say a cheaper for the Jimmy Kenny people. See, the move Marco NMP Free Coalition Center of Brandon to Kosoa as a group in and now with the 2 needs. Kosoa Honoma na Abontin Honomo yedi barricade and I say and a GDS Honoma just a model bomb by Ama or more if a Montier by public no big change NDC for a funny MP once after. Yabana Sana I say NP for a budget and I say NDC for new money and I say more a G on quarter of all many more harness. Rich no attitude to no view more. Very as you know, as she said, Nipabe and Yenubidi or more of Guafia, which I come home. Samenet in the America, every big Chiashi. And she baby move on and soon to a gem or Honoma, a soon and yet in Suketua, Tinese. I want to get up a bit now of question. It's only 2 years, you know. Anna, yes, study 2 and Mona, Abaco, yeah, true, and some money at UG, and no woman who says, I can't have been woman about who cried or to a talk or one I didn't go to hospital. A doctor for saying, okay, I dare say, I should know. Now, Apple and some things to come on, or more critical condition, or more cancer so. Moja check come over from the hospital on internet and you teach myself. And it na figure announce so no as near a bound is who is a babeto so no who is under normal circumstances and I was say Electoral Commission or should announce officially say, dear me, as issue or your official, I hereby declare CC. So I don't know, so figure never told so many people in Wana at December will be a so far, any before me, so one or my pabet, any sponsors will be declare results behind to be any results declare.
Dada, and as we speak, no. Techiman South constituency parliamentary election results no has it been declared or not?
Me mum dear Ubisamia personally then declare as I said made a memo na me who say figure be better so figure na better so no na jubilation no as I say ba etutu oni ade pamu bi a decree ho
okay
and the obia electoral commission bi no wa declare dia say me by declare results say and as say ne mum no even po on card bia say bia ta figure ya beto si ame e final figure na say
okay
but
okay
yeah baba to ho no na na ndi for so ya wini ena ni omo ebibi curtains ewo edan ni mu a omo twu mu tie ka kire omo e wa montin say omo wini to omo njomo ni
okay
ho no na ene atututu anya ade ba obi ayira ayi ntina say ni si ye no but sisi ano enam fiji ahodo so tichima ha shese sa ya declare sa results but me de minyangu nipa o declare ye intino me na from de me obi an declare e won say figure bi beto so NPP na na ready kan NPP parliamentary candidate Martina James akosa onu mum no ready kan say sa figure no ye declare dia NPP na we no tichima sa
okay
but intimi ka ya declare because me say obi na no akasa me I hereby declare asumasi anasisi
okay okay Dauda yeda say ultimate update abere from Techiman South constituency now as and when developments be bano we start to make NDC parliamentary candidate no ho na ma yehu se na nema ekoso ewo ho enti yeda say enti ya to discussions no so na sisia no your reporter ni Ankara Joseph Nianka Sisiano or the residence of the President of the Republic Ninima residence no na wako do Sisia your budget report every ho with regard to exactly what is happening there DNT or na your updates kakra every Nianka ho Nianka otemenka me mo akwa eba GMABC election camp no so na bibia boko na unam hefa Sisia.
Great, thank you very much. To see how we know Kasam was the president's residence one Nima runabout we share the media and some of the party stakeholders Obama see up in his residence that they are waiting for him to also address the media. And he has one or two issues to touch on it, and we are also anxiously waiting for the EC declaration. So we feel high and I said that you're trying the president to come out to address us.
And the president is expected to respond to John Dramani Mahama claims, and I say general election now, no, and also the take on matters. Also, NDC candidates, Akasa, and definitely as a president, so to me addressing Ghanaians. Is it going to be national in nature? And I say it's going to be a mix of national and NPP who and same kakra.
Okay, wait, we should say among the nation's podium that the president normally just speak on and the national flag and the flag the seat of government flag is also there. And we are sure say a very national address at the same time. Look, the winning election, they need to belong to a political party or independent. So definitely the president will touch on some of the issues. But as to whether he will respond to some of the allegations or assertions made by the former president, prior to this talk, I say his focus is determined on winning his second term, into whether he will address or respond to some of the allegations that former president and candidates of the NDC making. It's quite unclear for me. We don't know whether he will respond to them.
Nianka, Mitmo say, chess around you, people sitting in there. Omoya Huamo and Empenyufobe and Omuo Omampeni Fia as we speak, party executive and ministers and Huamo and a war Omampeni at the moment as we speak.
Okay, wait. Some of them are party faithful, and some of them are national executives. If we move to executives, not here in Ghana, we have the youth organizer for MPP UK branch. Honestly, the CEO, that's the state housing company. On my board, that's Nana Pia Honestly Ewo. We have director of administration at the NPP headquarters too. It's also around. It's not only party supporters, but we have party faithfuls and some national executives here.